The world is locked in a high-stakes tech battle for the future of artificial intelligence. For years, the US, powered by Nvidia, dominated, supplying the chips behind everything from ChatGPT to self-driving cars. But while America celebrated, China's Huawei was quietly preparing its own game-changing move. Now, Huawei has entered the ring, threatening to upend the global balance of power. This isn't just about gadgets, it's about who gets to write the rules for the next century. The leader in AI hardware will control innovation, economies, and even global security. For a long time, it looked like a one-horse race, until now. Huawei's dramatic entrance has flipped the script, and the world is watching to see if the US can hold its lead. Imagine the most advanced AI models being trained in Shenzhen, not Silicon Valley. Huawei, once just a smartphone brand, has poured billions into building its own AI superpower. Pushed by international restrictions, they've come out swinging, turning adversity into ambition. If China builds an independent AI ecosystem, we could see two competing technological empires emerge. The real AI race has just begun, and the outcome will impact us all. The question now, can Nvidia hold its crown, or is a new champion rising? At Huawei's annual Connect conference, the world expected updates on cloud and 5G. Instead, Huawei's chairman unveiled the Ascend 910C chip and the Atlas 950 and 960 AI SuperPods, supercomputers designed to rival anything on the market. The message, we don't need your chips anymore, ours are better. Huawei claims its Atlas clusters deliver more computing power for AI training than Nvidia's next-gen systems. This was a direct challenge to US tech dominance, a bold declaration of independence. The Atlas SuperPods aren't just chips, they're massive interconnected systems built to train the world's most complex AI models. Chinese tech giants like Baidu and Tencent can now train AI without a single piece of American hardware. Huawei says its clusters offer a 1.5x performance boost over Nvidia's upcoming systems, a claim that has the industry scrambling to verify. For China, this is more than a product launch. It's a symbol of resilience and a new era of technological self-reliance. The dragon hasn't been slain, it's grown new wings. The global tech landscape just shifted. How does Huawei's new hardware stack up against Nvidia's? Nvidia's Blackwell architecture is the gold standard, with powerful GPUs and a mature software ecosystem. But Huawei's Atlas 960 SuperPod takes a different approach, strength in numbers. While a single Nvidia chip may be stronger, Huawei connects tens of thousands of Ascend 910C chips into a single, massive system. Their custom interconnect technology could reduce data congestion, a potential game-changer for training huge AI models. Nvidia's NVIDIA Link and InfiniBand are industry benchmarks, but Huawei's rival system claims to scale even further. Cost and availability are key. Nvidia's chips are expensive and hard to get in China, while Huawei's are designed for the domestic market. Huawei is building not just a competitor, but an entire ecosystem China can rely on. The real battle isn't just about speed, it's about who can deploy at scale, right now. For China, performance per dollar could tip the scales. The AI hardware war is no longer theoretical, it's happening. The world is watching who will power the next generation of AI. How did Huawei, once on the brink, become a potential Nvidia killer? Ironically, US sanctions played a huge role. In 2019, the US banned Huawei from buying American tech, aiming to cripple China's AI ambitions. Instead, China poured $150 billion into building a self-sufficient semiconductor industry. Denied access to top chips, Huawei had to innovate or die. The result? A protected market where Chinese tech giants turned to Huawei, giving it a massive customer base to refine its technology. The US tried to starve the beast, but ended up fueling its growth. Now China is closer than ever to tech independence. The lesson? Sometimes trying to slow a rival only makes them stronger. This rivalry isn't just technical, it's reshaping the global economy and supply chains. US restrictions have created a black market for Nvidia chips in China, with prices soaring. Key players like TSMC and SK Hynix are caught in the crossfire, forced to pick sides in a tech war. The once seamless global supply chain is now a geopolitical minefield. Washington is doubling down with stricter regulations, while China counters with export controls on critical minerals. The message, cut off our chips and we'll cut off your raw materials. This tit-for-tat escalation is pushing the world toward a tech cold war. Companies and countries must now choose US-led or China-led tech. The stakes have never been higher. What does this mean for the future? Will Huawei dethrone Nvidia? Inside China, Huawei has a home field advantage and a captive market. They may not need to beat Nvidia globally if they dominate the world's second-largest economy. But Nvidia's global lead, especially in software, remains formidable. For Huawei to compete worldwide, it must convince developers to switch from Nvidia's CUDA to its own CAN platform, a massive challenge. The likely outcome? A split world, two parallel AI ecosystems, each with its own hardware, software, and standards. Innovation may happen in both, but collaboration could suffer. The race for AI dominance will define the future of power, progress, and humanity itself. The question isn't just who wins, but what kind of world we're building. The AI race is on. The future is up for grabs.